I think OWR, if it were a type of wood, it would probably be a scaffolding board.
Oxford wood recycling is definitely a hardwood, a unique hardwood. Something like Iroko is quite unique, quite nice, quite solid.
Probably an oak, yeah, because they're pretty amazing trees. So, yeah, very diverse.
Got lots of character, multi-purpose.
You know, durable and tough, maybe a little bit knotty, but has got a beauty to it as well.
Very popular.
Nice, smooth surface.
And we do sell a lot of them.
You see, it all starts with a piece of pallet wood. This is the basic material that we pick up through our wood waste collections. We have trucks going out all day. Everything gets recycled or it gets reused. Probably about 20% of what we pick up, we reuse. This is a typical piece. It comes in the shape of a very long pallet, which we then denail, rescue the wood, put it on sale. People come in, buy wood for their DIY needs. At its simplest, that's what we do. But behind that, there's quite a story. We are in the middle of Oxford Wood Recycling's main office today. So this is the hub upstairs from the wood shop where all the thinking happens. Although a lot of thinking happens downstairs as well. But yeah. I am the incoming Chief Exec of Oxford Wood Recycling, taking over from Richard Snow, who's one of the founders and has been Chief Exec for the last 15 years. I heard about him setting it up and I knew him through kind of local networking groups and thought it was a really, really good idea, and I've bought wood from here over the years. I've got a desktop at home that's made from a piece of wood I got downstairs that I then cut to size and sanded, and when the opportunity came up to take over from Richard, I jumped at the chance really. We were very interested in timber and wood and the wastage that we saw in the construction industry in particular, where having studied forestry, we understood how difficult it is to produce a nice piece of timber, and to see it used only once or lightly used or not used at all and thrown away was quite difficult for us because we really cared about our environment.
We offer a cheaper alternative to skips, and it's more eco-friendly. You know, we get to make sure none of the waste that we collect goes into landfill. It's all recycled or reused, and we're able to sell back to the customer base in Abingdon.
The problem with the skip is once the wood or anything's in, it was unrecoverable.
In the next couple of months, I'm hoping to hire some more drivers, take on some more drivers, increase the amount of collections that we're able to do. And then from that, the profits that we earn by collecting the waste will go back into the Wood to Work programme and support people struggling on the job market to gain work, basically.
The social issue for us was that there's an opportunity, an ever rarer opportunity, to introduce people into the world of work. This particular business model allows people the physicality of work, working outdoors, working with their bodies in an environment, as anyone who works with wood kind of understands, is quite therapeutic.
Once it's been denailed, it goes into the shop, and so they can buy a bit of wood that's free of bits of nails sticking out, and so it doesn't injure them or damage their power tools, I suppose. I've been with Oxford Wood Recycling for 3.5 years as the senior employment coach, and I run an employability program called Wood to Work, specifically adults with barriers to employment, such as they may be neurodivergent, they may have mild learning difficulties, they may not have worked for a long time, they may have anxiety and mental health problems. They come here and volunteer, and at the same time we help them with their CVs, we help understand who they are and what makes them tick.
I've been doing it about a month now. It's I guess it's not rocket science, it's a case of technique more than anything, I guess.
Also coming here builds their confidence, which is really great to see their confidence grow.
I've been here for a year and a half, and I joined when I was 18 in October 23. Best to prepare your wood first. So I've given it a quick sand, taken off our metal bracing up the top. I've marked out this piece, this side here, and this side, so I don't forget where to plane. That just means when I put it on the planer, that I can focus on these two areas, and I want to keep this side, this face here, as clean as I possibly can. That gives it its rusticness. The product range we made here when I joined was very good. It was unique, and I figured that they would teach me methods of making furniture that I wanted to make, rather than other furniture that I didn't really want to make or didn't have any interest in. I personally care about what we do is because it's a good cause. We've got a good cause behind us. We're a good set of people. We was up for a laugh, was a bit of a chat at the end of the day.
Quite a few people here employed who have their own specific challenges in life, and this company really supports them. Actually, it's probably the most supportive company I've worked for. So, yeah.
Last year we started the Community Shed project. This works with a local community in Caldecott. The project is designed to address poor mental health and social isolation. So we have a small but growing cohort of people who come once every 2 weeks to throw some wood around, not literally, but play with wood, make stuff under supervision and in a very relaxed atmosphere. It's all free, and I have to say it's been really brilliant for us. Random vacuum cleaner with nobody on it. Spooky, yeah?
I would say that OWR help the local community massively, not just through the courses that we offer, but also because we are here for people to come in to buy wood that's cheaper. We're quite a social environment, so some people just come in and actually are probably a little bit lonely and want to have a little bit of a chat.
What we decided to do some years ago is to make sure that we had a fully stocked timber warehouse that's full of both reclaim, in the sense of this particular wood here, for example, this is reclaimed cladding. We also buy in new timber. We buy in this so that we've got all the dimensions that you might expect to find in one of the sheds. And that helps to keep people from having a wasted trip.
There's a lot of sort of advice and support around the purchase of the wood that's really helpful.
Hobbyists as well as the professional carpenters that come here, as well as local people who just want somewhere to come and chat to people.
A lot more wood would end up in landfill, which would be appalling, really.
There'd be plenty of people that wouldn't be employed currently, especially if I would to work team. There's I personally wouldn't have a job with my apprenticeship, so that's also helping me.
I think a lot of people would lose a source of support and advice around how to use wood, what wood to use, where.
People that we help wouldn't be as engaged or involved in a business like this, and they wouldn't feel like they're doing something useful, which they do when they come here.
The community would notice. We have so many volunteers that come from the local community, and this might be the one thing that they do every week.
Reclaimed wood is a sort of theme that runs through the whole of Oxford Wood Recycling from beginning to end. Oxford Wood Recycling is at a critical juncture. We're in transition now from an organisation that's done pretty well over the last 20 years, but is facing a new environment. So I suppose now is as good a time as any for people who love what we do to work with us, to buy from us, to support us. We pride ourselves on being 90% funded from trading, and we are truly proud of that. But sometimes As a charity, we just need a little help from our friends.